you survive? Welcome everybody! It's finally happened! Fall Guys gave me very early access to creative survival mode, and now we have it. Look at this, look! Survival icon. So they actually gave me this a few weeks ago. Now there was a bit of time where I lost access to it because the build broke a little bit and I couldn't log in. I've got a lot to show you. Check this out. So here we go. We've got some fun new things. Like a volcano skybox. That's right, I'm going to show you all the new stuff that we have in the game. Now, I got it a bit earlier than you, but you're going to get it very soon, if not already, by the time you watch this video. We have slime, we've got survival, so I instantly started building a level and seeing what I could do. So, here we go. Here's what I started making. This is a satellite, and we've got hexagon tiles, which you can rescale, resize. We've got a new power-up. It's the Party Crasher power-up, which lets you spawn in some rhinos you can throw at people, and they will explode on contact with other beans, launching them various directions. It's insane. What kind of levels are we going to see people making? Look, you can make really tiny hexagons as well. Isn't that fun? I was considering doing this for this level, and kind of wondering about making just some really hard jumps to do. But then my budget started running out. These things cost quite a lot of money, so it's 11 budget for a single hex tile, but then that does actually... It's not as much as you think, because it scales in a weird way. The more you use, the less they cost. It's hard to explain. And you can overlap them. There's all sorts. Here's the other power-up. It makes you invisible. That's right, we're going to see some sweet thieves, treat thieves kind of levels maybe, but in a survival thing? Possibly? I don't really know. I didn't actually check to see if you can put these power-ups in race mode. But anyway, I kept building, I put in a bunch of details, some planets, I completed my satellite, here it is. This is my first survival level made in the game. I'm really pleased with that. It's called Satellite Delight. Although when I saved it, it kind of broke a bit, and I think it's called just like Space Hex 2 or something. Hopefully, I'll be able to fix that, but we'll see. So here's what it looks like. We've got 2 layers of hex tiles. The top layer respawns hexaterrestrial style. The bottom layer, that's a permanent disappear. So I wanted to try and make at least some kind of new mechanic with hexagon tiles, so you could at least like lay traps by taking off one layer and then, you know, luring people into the slime with the other layer. So this middle section is quite risky to be in. You can totally survive in it, but you gotta be careful. So if you want to get one of those 2 power-ups, you have to risk it. You have to go to the middle and try not to get hit off by the barriers. So to publish a survival level, at least in my build, you have to survive for 5 minutes in it before it lets you publish it. And this is what happens at the end. They get very happy that you made a level, and they go, look, test complete, level is published. Ah, Satellite Fright Hex, that is what I called it at this point, because I hadn't come up with Satellite Delight yet, but that will be hopefully, the name. There is a possible chance that some of these creator-made levels might make it into a show when this update comes out. I don't know if this will make it, but there you go, that's the code. And then I set about making another creative level with the new Volcano Skybox. So this is where I started. I thought this lighting makes me want to make something holiday-like, and here's what I came out with. This is Blast Resort. That's right, it's the last resort, but it's called Blast Pools, because that's another thing we have in creative survival. Doesn't it look beautiful? I know I made this level, but I'm really proud of how it came out. I spent quite a bit of time on this. As you look, you might see some interesting features and things you can do. Let's show you around. So we've got a bunch of blast balls. You can decide how many spawn on each one of these little things. There is no grab delay now. You know how it's been taking a while to grab penguins and blast balls? Well, at least in this build, that delay has been removed, which is very nice. Another thing you might notice here in my little swimming pool, we've got some speakers. You can actually use them to launch the blast balls. A little bit more interesting, and might open up some interesting gameplay technique. We can actually place slime wherever we want in the level, and it is overlappable. So I made a little swimming pool that's hovering off the ground here, full of slime. If you fall in that slime, you will die. Yeah. The hexagon tiles have collision with the blast balls just like they used to in the variations of hexaterrestrial that we got. So you can actually throw them at the tiles and blow them up. And there's a few other little things I've put in this level. So this level is going to be more of a work in progress. I have finished it and published it, but obviously I can't test this with other people easily at the moment, so I'm going to have to see how well it plays, then I might make a few little changes here and there. Here's my favourite little bit of the level, well, one of them. It's my little turtle, my blast turtle. So if you fall down to these islands, you can get back up or blast your way to a different island. There's blast balls everywhere, but there's always a way back. It might look dangerous, but you can flip or blast yourself between the levels just like this, or back up to the top. I've tried to think of as many different gameplay things as I can, and I'm just hoping that this will play well. I'm really pleased with the look, the feel, the aesthetic. I'll just have to, as soon as this is public, this update, I'll have to, oh dear, I'll have to try it out with some different people and then just make little changes if I have to. Now there's a risky thing down here. You can actually dive onto here and jump onto the plane. You can go all over the plane, and maybe I might change this because there's a very safe area on the other side from blast balls, but we'll see. And then you can actually use the fan's propulsion from its propeller to launch yourself onto a lily pad onto this island. Now, anyway, I put a load of spawn points into this, and it was still like only 1800 budget, which makes me think that these survival levels we'll see a lot of really nicely looking things, because you don't need to have a whole lot of room like a race round. And there you go, that's the round published. I'll show you a few more bits that we've got in the update now. So, the new Rhino power-up, how does it work? Well, it's actually really interesting. It can move these blocks, and as soon as it comes into contact with a player, it lets off an explosion that can really move the blocks. The other one we have is, of course, the Invisibean's power-up, the Sneaky Bean. And now, even if you turn invisible, anything you carry is not invisible. Make of those what you will. The last thing I'll show you, after giving you some hopeful inspiration for your own survival maps, is the full Volcano Skybox. This is what it looks like in a race round. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Get yourself into the new update. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Goodbye.